Hi, how are you? Welcome to Memphians on the Move, journeys of local leaders who contribute to the growth of Memphis. I'm Doc Holliday, and Penny Hardaway is a Memphian on the move. Anfernee Dion Penny Hardaway was born on July 18, 1971 to Faye Hardaway and Eddie Golden. The name Anfernee was that of a schoolmate of his mother, Faye. When she left Memphis to work in Oakland in 1974, Penny's grandmother, Louise, cared for him. His nickname really coming as a result of his grandmother calling him Pretty, which sounded like Penny. Hardaway's first love was actually football, but his grandmother did not want him to get hurt. He grew up in Binghamton, a neighborhood on the edge of Midtown Memphis, and as a teenager in Binghamton, Penny spending a lot of time in the Boys and Girls Club, doing a lot of things, one, honing his basketball abilities. Well, Penny, welcome to Memphians on the Move, man. Mr. 901, Mr. Memphis, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you having me.
Man, I appreciate you being here. Now, Penny, a lot has evolved, man, since you were a youngster, man, teenager, preteen, man, at the Boys and Girls Club, man. Did you ever imagine your life being to where it is right now, man? Everything you've accomplished, Pete.
I dreamed big, but I never imagined it would be this big. I mean, you just want to get out. You want to get to a situation where you're being positive in life and winning. And, man, what's happened for me and what God has blessed me with is beyond measure. I mean, it's beyond what my dreams were.
Now, even thinking about that, man, when you were a youngster, man, of course, I mean, when did you, start growing to the height where you're like, okay, I'm kind of taller than everybody then. Okay, I'm kind of better than everybody in basketball. What age were you, man? Because sometimes it happens in different stages of life.
I think it's like 14 years old. Like when I was going from 8th grade to 9th grade, I had a huge growth spurt. I went from like 5'8" to like 6'4", 5'9" to like 6'4". And it's amazing because I didn't feel the growth over the summer. I just know I was taller. My jeans didn't fit. I just, going from my 8th grade to 9th grade years when I had a huge growth spurt.
Now, of course, going to the 8th grade to 9th grade year, man, that means you were getting close to going to high school. Talking about Treadwell High School. Legend, man. I mean, before you got there was a legend there before you.
Oh, yeah.
Elliot Perry, and then you come, man, and take it to like a whole nother level, man. Being at Treadwell High School, what were some of your fondest memories while you were there, Pete?
Well, yeah, I had a lot of great role models to look at. Especially Elliot. He was the guy that I looked up to. He took me under his wing. Treadwell did so much for me. He took it to an incredible height, and to be able to just get to the level that he took it to was awesome for me. But just competing every day, being at the school, I loved everything about Treadwell, from the school to the basketball team, and I'm just proud that I went there.
Now, were there any teachers or coaches, man, that helped you on this journey, man, that you think back and be like, man, I am so thankful for this person? Because I know Gomer Curry was your coach, man. Great coach, man, rest in heaven, man. But any other teachers or coaches, and even talking about Coach Curry?
Well, you know what's so funny is my 7th grade junior varsity coach cut me. He cut me from the team. I was the manager, and I had to keep the book for the team, Mike Boldregini. And I had this conversation on a national interview the other day. I got cut in the 7th grade and had to keep the books the entire 7th grade. And then 8th grade, I was the best player on the team. So I have to give him thanks first because he kind of motivated me to get better. And then going on to Coach Curry, I mean, he was just a father figure for me. Taught me basketball and kind of taught me life lessons as well.
Now, with those life lessons, good transition, man. What are some of the best, or what is one of the best life lessons you've learned, man, from that age to where you are now?
Well, it's just, by keeping focus, man. And it was always education first. That was the biggest life lesson. My grandmother would say, you can't do anything without an education. And then after that, just being a good person, respecting everyone and just doing the right thing. As kids, you get distracted. You have to snap out of it, man. And the life lessons basically, to me, were the education first and being a good person and respecting everyone.
And real quick, and I'm pretty sure that's one of those lessons, man, and advice you give to young Royals, not even your players, man, but just young people you speak to all the time anyway.
Yeah, I think respect is a word that's lost nowadays, but especially with the younger kids. When I was growing up, there's a lot of things that you couldn't do that kids are doing nowadays. So to try to grab them, pull them to the side, not embarrass them, and just kind of talk to them about the way that it should go, and being more of a mentor and saying, hey, you need to be more of a leader. It's a reason why they're acting out, but other than that, it's just trying to be that mentor and their role model and give the young kids some advice as well along the way.
No doubt about it. Penny Hardaway, we're not done. We'll be back with more Memphians on the Move with my man Anfernee Penny Hardaway, Mr. Memphis, Mr. 901, Mr. Shelby County, right after this.
Do you like wings? Then you will love All Star, where we offer the whole wing and many more mouth-watering items. So come in and visit us at Highway 64, just east of Applin Road, or Perkins and Knight Arnold. All Star, home of the whole wing.
You studied this, so you could learn to research this. You found your inspiration here, so you could inspire here. You opened these doors, so you could open doors everywhere. You came here, so you could go anywhere. Stay connected with the family that gave you your stripes. Together, we make Memphis stronger.
All-Star Hot Wings, your place to go for whole wings. Or try our jumbo cheeseburger, turkey burger, Philly cheesesteak. We've got lots for you to eat. Are you hungry? All-Star Hot Wings, Perkins Road or Highway 64.
After being named National High School Player of the Year by Parade magazine, Penny Hardaway finishing his high school career with more than 3,000 points, and then he committed to the then Memphis State University. Of course, now it's named the University of Memphis. Now, while sitting out from basketball for a short period of time because Hardaway was robbed at gunpoint and shot in his foot by a stray bullet, this incident inspiring him to work even harder to accomplish more with his education. Penny made the dean's list with a 3.4 GPA as an education major. Now, Penny, after leading the Tigers to 2 NCAA tournament appearances, including an Elite Eight and 2 All-American and Great Midwest Conference Player of the Year titles, suddenly the NBA was right there, bro. It was. I know. I was there. I was watching.
No doubt, we were together.
No doubt about it, man. Now take us back to the draft.
Man, you know what? It was weird, that draft, because usually you get picked at a spot and they say you're going to go at this spot. I actually had to go and try out for a couple teams. And I went to Orlando on my first visit. No one was there to pick me up from the airport. I went, finally got a ride by Stuart Scott. Rest in peace, rest in heaven.
Yeah, no doubt.
He took me to the hotel, and I went to the arena and just did some, sit and reach, shuttles, vertical jump, and no one was there to see me. So I left and went back to LA, where I was doing the movie Blue Chips, and I told Shaq, man, nobody was there to really see me. So started doing the movie, started playing basketball. Shaq and I became closer. They asked me for a second workout. Went back to the second workout, and of course, that was history. That was the reason why I got drafted by the Orlando Magic. But that night, I wasn't so sure. So an anchorman came up to me and was like, or a reporter, he said, if the Golden State Warriors pick Chris Webber first, you're going to Orlando. I mean, if they pick Orlando, Golden State is going to switch. Yeah. And I was like, huh? He was like, just believe me, if Chris Webber goes first, you're going to get traded for that spot. They picked Chris Webber, I got picked third, and then we got traded for the spot, and then the rest is history.
No doubt about it. Now, in your 14-year NBA career, so many successes, my guy. Olympic gold medal, Magic Hall of Fame, and more, man. What would you say was the most memorable experience, either as a coach or as a player?
In the NBA, going to the NBA Finals, even though we got swept and we lost to the Houston Rockets, that whole run, it was only my second year, so I thought that we were going to be there every year after that.
Y'all were cold, too.
We had a really nice team, and probably just that going to the finals was the most memorable part with me with the Magic. And then, of course, the Olympic, gold medal. When you win a medal for your country, especially a gold medal, it's a great experience.
Now, real quickly, man, was that Olympic gold medal better than when you all beat the Dream Team? Because I remember when you came back to South Hall at Memphis, man, y'all had beat the Dream Team. And you gave your boy that little champion red, white, blue wristband. I wore that the whole football season, man.
You know what? I think that scrimmage that we beat the original Dream Team with Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and those guys was better than me actually winning gold, because we were supposed to win gold.
Yeah, no doubt.
But we weren't supposed to beat them in that scrimmage, so that was a great feeling.
No doubt about it. Now, which colleagues made an impression on your NBA career, and why? Because you played with a lot of great players, man.
Yeah, teammates that made an impact on my career was Shaq, because I saw him go through it. He was a mega superstar, had to be able to handle all the pressure. You almost have to be perfect in the league, and that's the kind of pedestal that they put you on. To see him navigate through that, and then I come right behind him and have to go through the same thing. So he kind of taught me a lot. The same thing with Jason Kidd, was just a silent assassin, a guy that was a great guy, played the game at a high level and understood how to handle the fame. And the other guys that were in the league, just watching Michael, I was kind of close to Michael and Scotty and those guys, and man, the championship team that they were on, and really learned how they handled the success of everything. It was a great experience for me.
Now you said something about blue chips, man. You did appear on the big screen. Butch McRae.
Butch McRae.
Butch McRae. Now, and the magic moment, and of course, we can never forget Lil Penny. Now, will Lil Penny be making any kind of comeback, man?
You know what? Lil Penny will make a comeback.
Really?
We might have Lil Penny come back this year. I mean, Nike is really smart, so they're gonna tie it all in with the university. So I'm looking for Lil Penny to come back soon.
Little slow balls. I love Lil Penny. I'm sorry, man. I just go back now. Fast forward to 2006. You're back in the city of Memphis. Talk about your experience at East High School, man. Your neighborhood, man. You built that neighborhood. I mean, the neighborhood is already a proud neighborhood, but East High School, man, you brought them back to relevance and just championships after championships after championships.
But you know, it's amazing because East was a rival school to me when I was growing up. I was supposed to go to East because I grew up in the Binghamton community, and because I went to Treadwell, it was always a rivalry. But to come back home and to get with Desmond Merriweather, to go to Leicester, and then eventually end up at East, and to be able to win 3 consecutive state championships for that school. They've always had a rich history in winning. They had won the most or retired for the most championships before I came there in the state. So just to be able to add to that and to be able to give back to my community, man, it was a great feeling. I never would have thought in a million years that I would have done that, but that's why you just never say never.
No doubt about it. Now, next up, we have Penny's friend and fellow Memphis Tiger, fellow Memphis legend, Mr. Elliot Perry.
Take Computer Systems is your authorized Apple service provider, recognized as the Mid-South's go-to tech company for fast, quality computer service. Here at Take Computer Systems is where you'll find the highest qualified technicians and great customer service with the fastest turnaround time. So come see us for broken screens, data transfers, virus removals, upgrades, and more. We provide and repair all brands of PCs and Apple products. So make sure you don't wait. Take it to Tate.
Suit You is the place to go for all of your dress-up needs for the businessman, the churchman, and the fashion man. Slim fit, modern fit, classic fit, even wide leg. Incredible selection, expert alterations, friendly and knowledgeable sales force, and the absolute best prices in town. So hurry to Suit You to see all the new styles from Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, and many more. Suit You, where every suit in the entire store is on sale.
At Suit You, we really suit you.
Hi, I'm Keith Norman, Senior Pastor of First Baptist Church, Broad Avenue. A welcoming atmosphere filled with fellowship, excitement, and love. Come and experience the joy of worship with us, where excitement fills the air, where youth have a place of their own, and where all ages come together to serve the Lord. There is a rich history and a bright future at First Baptist Church, Broad Avenue.
The National Civil Rights Museum presents the 27th Freedom Award, honoring Vice President Joe Biden, civil rights leader Jesse Jackson, and philanthropist Pitt Hyde. Wednesday, October 17th. The pre-show gala starts at 5 p.m. at the Halloran Center. The award ceremony is at 7:30 at the Orpheum Theater. The ceremony includes a tribute to Aretha Franklin. The host, Michaela Angela Davis. For ticket information, visit civilrightsmuseum.org.
Anfernee Penny Hardaway has made some major moves in his basketball career as a player and as a coach. Joining me now is his good friend and fellow Tiger, Elliot Perry. EP, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Elliot, man, can you tell us about Penny, the role model? Not just the friend, but Penny, the role model.
Well, I think when you look at his career, obviously where he come from, you know, growing up in Binghamton, I've been knowing him since he was in the 7th grade at Treadwell. Incredible basketball player, but even more genuine person. I think anybody who knows Penny, all the things that he's accomplished, he's maintained his humbleness, and I think, you know, that's what this is all about. You know, when we think about our basketball careers, we're still people. And I think he's more of a servant leader than anything else.
Now, I'm talking about that because you know him better than most people in Memphis and in the world. Just talk about Penny and his passion and what drives him, man.
Probably what drives anybody else. I mean, again, I keep going back to our childhood. I think when you think about growing up in environments, particularly low-income environments, you learn to survive. You learn to have that grit. You learn to have that drive. And I think that just manifested with him. He had the gifts as a basketball player, but he also had the work ethic. You put those two things together, and then you start to you build something really special. But again, I talked about him maintaining his humbleness, and that's what I love the most about him. You know, you still can walk up to him. He's still approachable as a player, and more importantly, he gives back to his city. Again, I think all of us have resources that we have, and it's not just about money. This is about giving what God gives you your most, I would say, the most precious gift God gives you is your time. He's given a lot of his time to our community.
Now, you said that, man. He is such an important figure in the city of Memphis, man. What does it mean to have him, a native Memphian? He's really a worldwide star, not just a United States star. What does it mean to have him such an important part of our city, EP?
Well, again, it shows the uniqueness of Memphis. Memphis is a very unique place. We have gifts. Obviously, we have some things that we have to continue to work on as a city, but I think we're on the move. And the more we can get our best and brightest to come back and also pour into our young people. I'm a big proponent of mentoring. I think he's mentored tons of kids, you know, not just personally, but also on the basketball court. He's giving kids the confidence in themselves that anything is possible. You know, but the one thing about that is, you know, we use that as a cliche a lot. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But if you have the drive, you have the determination, you have the grit, and not only that, you have the work ethic. Those things are possible. And the reason he can say that is he's a prime example of that. You know, obviously he has some unique gifts, but you still have to work at it.
No doubt about it. Elliot Perry, thank you so much for joining us,
Absolutely.
man.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with more Memphians on the Move.
Do you like wings? Then you will love All Star, where we offer the whole wing and many more mouth-watering items. So come in and visit us at Highway 64, just east of Applin Road, or Perkins and Night Honor. All Star, home of the whole wing.
Suit You is the place to go for all of your dress-up needs for the businessman, the churchman, and the fashion man. Slim fit, modern fit, classic fit, even wide leg. Incredible selection, expert alterations, friendly and knowledgeable sales force, and the absolute best prices in town. So hurry to Suit You to see all the new styles from Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, and many more. Suit You, where every suit in the entire store is on sale.
At Suit You, we really suit you.
All-Star Hot Wings, your place to go for whole wings, or try out jumbo cheeseburger, turkey burger, Philly cheesesteak. We've got lots for you to eat. Are you hungry? All-Star Hot Wings, Perkins Road or Highway 64.
In 2018, Hardaway, now 47, was named University of Memphis men's basketball coach. He becomes the school's 19th coach and third Tiger player in the modern era to lead the program, following Wayne Yates and Larry French. Here to talk about the hire is University of Memphis President Dr. M. David Rudd. Now, Dr. Rudd, thank you so much for joining us.
Happy to be here. Good to
Now,
be with you.
Dr. Rudd, the University of Memphis has returned a former star player, and now he's the head coach. Can you share with us what this means for the university?
Well, I think you can see a lot of it. We certainly have much greater national visibility, much greater national relevance, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and we've got people reinvesting in the program, and we're excited about that.
Not only that, talk about the energy on campus. I know the student body is extremely pumped up.
Well, I would tell you, I don't know that there's ever been a time where there has been more energy on campus. Certainly in the time that I've been here, that's that's the case. And it's not just about basketball, but about football and about both of our major sports being led by coaches that are incredibly engaged in the community, extremely active. It's exciting.
Now, Penny did return to the school, and like we'd like to see all athletes do, former athletes, completed his master's degree in 2003. How important is that from a leadership perspective?
Oh, I think it's critical. I mean, I think any of our leaders, and particularly our coaches, we expect to lead by example, and I don't know that we've got one that leads better than Penny. I mean, he is a wonderful example of these young men and women, heavily engaged, heavily involved. Completing the degree is a big part of that.
Now, what can we look forward to in the coming year as far as, the University of Memphis, and as far as Penny now, his team, and him being the head coach there?
Well, I think you've already seen some of it. You've seen a coach who is remarkably effective at recruiting. He's incredibly strategic in his thinking. He's already had some early success in recruiting, and there are promises. Given some of the visits that we've got scheduled, we are nationally engaged, and that's exciting. Going to bring an exciting team. It all starts at Memphis Madness here in a couple of weeks, and you're gonna see some things that are unprecedented for Memphis Madness. I mean, you're going to see, I think, a really engaged program, one that unlike any we've ever had at the University of Memphis. I wish I could share some of those details, but I've been sworn to secrecy, and so I'm not going to share them until you get to the forum.
I mean, I can't even bribe you. I can't give you a couple
You
of dollars.
can't. There's not anything you can do. I told Coach I wouldn't share them. So we're going to let it be a surprise for everybody. But that's a part of the excitement that Penny brings to the table. And it's not just in the local Memphis community, it's nationally.
Dr. Rudd, thank you so much
My pleasure.
for joining us. Now, we'll be right back with Penny's final thoughts as we wrap up this edition of Memphians on the Move.
Take Computer Systems is your authorized Apple service provider, recognized as the Mid-South's go-to tech company for fast, quality computer service. Here at Take Computer Systems is where you'll find the highest qualified technicians and great customer service with the fastest turnaround time. So come see us for broken screens, data transfers, virus removals, upgrades, and more. We provide and repair all brands of PCs and Apple products. So make sure you don't wait. Take it to Tate.
The National Civil Rights Museum presents the 27th Freedom Award, honoring Vice President Joe Biden, civil rights leader Jesse Jackson, and philanthropist Pitt Hyde. Wednesday, October 17th. The pre-show gala starts at 5 p.m. at the Halloran Center. The award ceremony is at 7:30 at the Orpheum Theater. The ceremony includes a tribute to Aretha Franklin. The host, Michaela Angela Davis. For ticket information, visit civilrightsmuseum.org.
Hi, I'm Keith Norman, Senior Pastor of First Baptist Church, Broad Avenue. A welcoming atmosphere filled with fellowship, excitement, and love. Come and experience the joy of worship with us, where excitement fills the air, where youth have a place of their own, and where all ages come together to serve the Lord. There is a rich history and a bright future at First Baptist Church, Broad Avenue.
Now, Penny, the University of Memphis and the city of Memphis is clearly very excited to have you back, man. Tell us about your plans for not only the team this year, but going forward, man.
Well, it's first of all, it's a surreal moment for me to be able to, make a full circle, being a player, and then coming back and being the head coach at the university. Everyone's excited. The staff, my staff, the players. Our job as a staff right now, the way we're focusing on is to have the culture right, meaning like a tough, energetic, to be able to put a team out on the floor that the city will be proud of. And that's our focus, to be really fast on offense and to be really fast on defense, and to play a different style that we've never seen here at the university before.
Now, you have some good players coming back. You also recruited some good players that's coming up on this year's team. We can't talk about any recruits for the next year's team, but you've been busy building this squad, man. Talk about some of your key players for this team.
Well, Jeremiah Martin, he led the team with 19 points a game last year. Was unbelievable all year, not knocking anyone else, but he had a major season. all the guys that are coming back from last year, and the guys that are looking great right now. Kareem Bruden, has really taken the challenge. Coming to school for another coach, and then having a coaching change is different. It's difficult for the guys that were with the old coach. So I've welcomed them. They've welcomed me. Mike Parks is in the best shape of his life.
Big dog.
He asked me. He's not even a big dog anymore.
Really?
He's slim.
Okay.
Mike is ready to run and ready to roll. Kevin Davenport, he's a guy that's really valuable because he was the second leading scorer. And Ray Thornton, we're going to need a lot out of him. He's versatile, can do a lot of things, can guard 1 through 4. We're looking for him, and all our freshmen. Man, the freshman class is explosive and phenomenal. Tyler Harris and Alex Lomax lead that, but David Winget and Antoine Jones. Then you have my son, Jaden Hardaway, and Ryan Boyce. Probably going to redshirt those guys to get them stronger and get them better. But if I left anybody out, I apologize. But it's just the team is so focused right now because they've never made the tournament. They've never gone to that place where, they see it on TV. So everybody's hungry to get back there.
Let's talk about Penny the businessman, man. I know you've always had that acumen to be an entrepreneur, man. What are some of your plans outside of sports, bro?
Right now, of course, I still have the ownership with the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
It doesn't coincide with the Tigers because I don't make any decisions on personnel. Thinking about getting a sports bar here. I really want to do something. I've never tried to open a restaurant or anything of that nature here in town.
Bro?
I really want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, yes, Nike being my biggest sponsor that I'm with, or the endorsement company. I'm sorry. That's really about it right now. But I really want to open up a sports bar.
Now, going back to Jake, man, how is it coaching your son, man? It has to be a dream come true, bro.
It is a dream come true. I mean, you have to learn how to wear both hats.
How can you do it? Can you do it?
It's tough. It's tough because you're usually tougher on your own kid, but I have to let him kind of go a little bit more now. He's older and he's understanding more, so it's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it.
Do you think he feels any extra pressure, man? My dad's the coach, man.
I'm sure he feels extra pressure.
Players might want to say something. I can't say nothing because Jake around here.
Well, yeah, it's going to be some extra pressure, but he's a good kid, and all the guys like him.
Now, Penny, my God, it's been an absolutely pleasure, man. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
On this first edition of Memphians on the Move. He's moving like a mug, man. Congratulations, my guy.
I appreciate it.
Can I give you this?
Oh, yeah.
Plaque, man.
Is it a check in it? Oh, my bad.
You need another check?
I don't know. I just didn't know.
No, it just says congratulations, man. You have been identified as a Memphian on the move, man, from everybody on earth.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's all from Memphis, man.
No doubt, no love.
It's all from Memphis.
Number love,
Memphis
man.
love.
No doubt.
Hey.
Thanks for watching, everybody. For more about this show, visit MemphiansOnTheMove.com, and we will see you next time.
Grind,